Welcome to Wisdom Trek with Gramps. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, and we are on day 2250 of our trek. The purpose of Wisdom Trek is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. In today's Wisdom Nugget, I'll guide you through the vast landscapes of biblical wisdom. It's always a pleasure to have you join me on our journey. Today, our exploration will take us into the profound insights of Proverbs chapter 16, verses 1 through 7, from the New Living Translation. As we delve into these verses, let us seek the timeless wisdom that can guide us in making wise decisions, understanding the balance between human plans and divine direction. So lace up your hiking boots, and let's dive into the wisdom of Proverbs. Verse number 1. We can make our own plans, but the Lord gives the right answer. This verse sets the tone for our exploration while recognizing the ultimate guidance and direction that comes from the Lord. So what's the solution to harmonizing our plans with God's guidance? We need to align our plans with God's guidance. Acknowledge your ability to make plans, but seek the Lord's guidance for the right answer. Let His divine direction shape your plans. Now let's explore verse 2. People may be pure in their own eyes, but the Lord examines their motives. This verse reminds us that while we may perceive ourselves as pure, the Lord examines the motives of our hearts. How can we apply this wisdom to our lives? Well, we need to have some self-examination to examine our motives. Recognize the importance of examining your motives before the Lord. Seek purity, not only in action, but also with the intentions of our hearts. Verse 3 speaks of the importance of committing our plans to the Lord. Commit your action to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. This verse provides a clear principle. Success in our plans comes from committing our actions to the Lord. And what's our key takeaway here? Commit to the Lord. Recognize the true success comes from committing your actions to the Lord. Trust Him with your plans, and you'll find the path of success. Now let's explore verse 4. The Lord has made everything for His purpose, even the wicked for the day of disaster. This verse underscores the sovereignty of God over all things, including the purposes even behind the actions of the wicked. How can we understand this concept in our daily lives? Well, we need to trust God's sovereignty. Acknowledge the sovereignty of God over all things, even in the purposes behind the actions of the wicked. Trust that God's overarching plan will ultimately prevail. Now let's turn our attention to verse 5. The Lord detests the proud. They will surely be punished. This verse highlights God's disdain for pride and the inevitable consequences of the proud. How can we cultivate humility in our lives? We need to recognize who we are and be humble. Recognize the dangers of pride and strive to cultivate humility in your heart. God opposes the proud, but He extends grace to the humble. Now let's explore verse 6. Unfailing love and faithfulness make atone for sin. By fearing the Lord, people avoid evil. Unfailing love and faithfulness make atonement for sin. By fearing the Lord, people avoid evil. This verse emphasizes the transformative power of unfailing love, faithfulness, and the fear of the Lord in atoning sin and avoiding evil. How can we apply this wisdom in our lives? We need to embrace unfailing love and faithfulness. Recognize the power of unfailing love and faithfulness in atoning for sin. Cultivate a healthy fear of the Lord, which leads to life that avoids evil. And finally, let's explore verse 7. When people's lives please the Lord, even their enemies are at peace with them. This verse highlights the profound impact of a life that pleases the Lord, bringing about peace even with enemies. And what's our key takeaway here? Well, we need to please the Lord. Understand the transformative power of life that pleases the Lord. Such a life can bring an unexpected peace, even in the midst of challenges. And there you have it, my friends. A profound exploration of Proverbs chapter 16, verses 1 through 7 from the New Living Translation. These verses offer us timeless wisdom for harmonizing our plans with God's guidance, examining our motives, and understanding the transformative power of love, faithfulness, and humility. As we continue our journey through these pages of the Bible, remember that the wisdom it offers is our guiding light in navigating the complexities of life. Until the next time, keep seeking God's wisdom and make it part of your daily trek. Now, if you found this podcast insightful, please subscribe and leave us a review. And then encourage your family and friends to join us and come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you next time for more daily wisdom.